Good evening, folks. It's your bro, Richie again. So it's your bro, Richie. It's your bro, Richie again. Tonight in this video is now an extended video of the previous Shelby Mustang video, and tonight I am still continuing on to where I left off to. So before I do that, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit the notification bell, and hit all so you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Okay, so without any further ado, let's continue on to where I left off to. So specifically, let Earning? Perfect. Okay, so continuing on to where I left off to from last video. So specifically on the part where it has like different parts and pieces to it. So continuing on. Specifically, it has a carbon fiber or CF. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, it does that sometimes. Okay, specifically it has a CFRP, so carbon fiber reinforced polymer, radiator support that directs cooling channels, like cooling passages, so directs airflow to it, so directs cooling channels for various components. So just like the air intake, intercooler, radiator, probably all that kind of stuff. So it just channels air right through the vents to keep the car cool. So it doesn't overheat too much. So it specifically has a CFRP, carbon fiber reinforced polymer radiator support that directs cooling channels for various components. Both the GT350 and GT350R were both discontinued after model year 2020. It's been 5 years since it was discontinued, so for those who are new to this and wonder what CFRP, carbon fiber reinforced polymer is, for the GT350R, I'll tell you what it is. So basically, what it is that it's basically known as like carbon fiber reinforced plastics. So plastics, carbon fiber reinforced thermoplastic, or just A.K.A. carbon fiber, carbon composite, or just technically carbon. They're both extremely strong and light fiber reinforced plastics that contains carbon fiber. CFRPs can be expensive to produce, but at the same time they're commonly used wherever eye strength to weight, usually power to weight, the strength to weight ratio, and stiffness, which is rigidity, so like how rigid, like how strong it could be, are required, such as aerospace, superstructures of ships, automotive, civil engineering, sports equipment. That's true. Some sports equipment will have that, and an increasing number of both consumer and technical applications. The binding polymer is often a thermoset resin, such as epoxy resin sometimes, but other either thermoset or thermoplastic polymers, such as polyester, vinyl ester, or nylon, which is used to make clothing and all that kind of stuff, are also sometimes used. The properties of the final CFRP the, the properties of the final CFRP products could be affected by the type of additives introduced to the binding matrix, which is known as a resin. Which is known as a resin. The most common additives is silica, which is known as silica gel. Which basically, for those don't know what silica gel is, it's basically both a amorphous and porous form of silicon dioxide, which is known as silica, consisting of an irregular 3D framework of both alternating silicon and oxygen, silicon and oxygen atoms with nanometer scale voids and pores. The voids may contain either water or some other liquids, or may be filled by either gas or vacuum. In the last case, the material's property called silica zero gel. So XEROGEL. For those who don't know what it is, it's basically a solid formed from a gel by drying with unhindered shrinkage. They usually retain high porosity, about 15 to 50%, and huge surface area, by between 150 to 900 meters squared per gram, along with very small pore size between 1 to 10 nanometers. When solvent removal occurs under supercritical conditions, the network doesn't shrink, and a highly porous, low-density material known as aerogels produced. Heat treatment of a X0 or zero, so zero gel. So X0 gel at elevated temperature produces viscous discontinued, unfortunately, after model year 2020, the year COVID struck, which we all faced in life. We lost people during that time. I did. It was tough during 2020 COVID and social distancing, this lockdown situation we faced. Social distancing, wearing masks, washing hands, sanitizing as well. It just changed everything, even our behavior, like expressions, attitude, everything changed. Like the colors were not even that vibrant during that time. But then everything just kind of opened up after COVID ended. Like everything was bright, everything was brighter, everything was back to normal, as the way it was supposed to be almost. But yeah, things just totally changed really, and many people got COVID and they fought through it. Others they didn't make it when they had COVID and all that kind of stuff, trying to fight it as much as they can. We all faced that in life. Like we lost people. I did, and it was tough. It was a tough endeavor we had to face throughout in life. All of us, like even me. Like it was tough. I mean, even at school was tough during COVID. I mean, that so much homework, like 45 pieces of homework. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Excuse my language, but literally, it was just the toughest thing I ever had to do. But I mean, we all faced it in life. But I was like 14 at that time, so it was way before I did YouTube. A couple years later. But it was tough. We all face things in life like this, but thank God COVID's not happening at all. But thank God it's over. Yeah. Again, it was a tough life we all had to face during like that time. I mean, literally. Yeah, but I mean, things happen like this. Anyways, so back to the Mustang. So they both the GT350 and the GT350R were both discontinued after model year 2020. So after model year 2020, the year COVID struck and the year the future was starting. Speaking of which, next we're on a GT350R version. Okay, so at the 2015, North America, at the 2015 North American International Auto Show, which is a pretty good year, 2015. Pretty good. A more track focused. So track focused. A more track focused. A more track focused. So track focused, hardcore, and limited production. Limited edition, I would say. Limited production version. So limited production version of the GT350. So GT350 was unveiled, called the GT350R. Benchmarks how they make it. Hence how they developed the Veyron, which at that time was the most fastest car in the world, until it was destroyed by competitors of like Koenigsegg and Hennessy and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it does happen at different times. Anyways, so yeah, at the 2015 North American International Auto Show, at the 2015 North American International Auto Show, a more track focused, hardcore, track focused, hardcore, and limited production version, limited production version of the GT350 was unveiled, called the GT350R, benchmarked against both the Chevy Camaro Z28 and the Porsche 911 GT3 991 992. Say 991, I think. The GT350R retains the GT350's same exact motor, a 5.2 liter, a 5.2 liter flat plane, a 5.2 liter flat plane crank, voodoo flat plane. So it retains the same GT350's voodoo, a 5.2 liter, a 5.2 liter flat plane crank V8 motor, known as the Voodoo V8 motor, producing the same power, 520 horsepower, but traction, so grip, was significantly increased. By the means of wider Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. So Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. Along with that, it had carbon fiber wheels from a company called Carbon Revolution. So Carbon fiber wheels, the first ever fitted to a mass production road car. So Carbon Revolution, carbon fiber wheels, so the first ever fitted to a mass production car. So the first ever fitted to a mass production road car. So the first ever fitted to a mass production road car. Each weighing approximately 15 pounds. Not too bad, 15 pounds lighter. I presumably think that's around 6, 7, maybe 8 kilos, something like that. I don't know. So 15 pounds lighter than the aluminum wheels. Because carbon fiber is much more stronger than aluminum, which that just legit melts. Because literally, if you would put like a piece of aluminum into like for example, like boiling hot water or even fire, it would start to melt into a liquid. Anyways, so yeah, each weighing approximately 15 pounds lighter than the aluminum wheels. So it has carbon revolution, carbon fiber wheels. The first ever fitted to a mass production road car. Each weighing approximately 15 pounds lighter. So downforce, and significantly more downforce. Thanks to both a larger front splitter and carbon fiber rear wing to keep the car stuck to the ground. So it pushes more weight down onto the ground, onto the tire, so it keeps it much more grip and it keeps it hunkered down. So it keeps the car stuck to the ground, producing much more downforce. Items like air conditioning or AC, stereo, the trunk floorboard, all of the carpeting rear seats, and the backup camera, so the rear view camera, could be removed from the factory, resulting in the GT350R weighing 130 pounds, 60 kilos lighter than the standard GT350. Serial number 001, so serial number 1 was sold at the 20. So serial car number 1 was sold at the 20. Was sold at the 20. Was sold at the 2015. Was sold at the 2015. So at the 2015 Barrett Jackson Scottsdale auction. So at the 2015 Scottsdale at the 2015 at the 2015 Barrett Jackson Scottsdale auction in Scottsdale, Arizona. So at the 2015 Barrett Jackson Scottsdale auction in Scottsdale. So 2015 Barrett Jackson 2015 Barrett Jackson Scottsdale auction at Scottsdale. So 2015 Barrett Jackson Scottsdale auction in Scottsdale, Arizona for $4 million. So $1 million. In 2023, that would have been an equivalent of an extra $260,000 increase into the price, so into the budget. Total of $1,260,000, well, $1.26 million, less than $1.3 million, so $1,300,000. Not too bad. So less than $1.3 million back in 2023. Now this year, probably more cheaper, more expensive. I don't know, maybe $500,000, maybe $2 million. Who knows? Say $1.26 million in 2023. With the proceeds to benefit the JDRF. So to benefit the JDRF. So the JDRF. Not sure what it stands for, but oh well. The GT350R. The GT350R won road and track magazines magazines 2016 PCOTY performance car of the year, and Car and Drivers Magazine's 10 best cars for 2016. Next is the GT350RC. I'll just continue whispering. Why not? So, next is the GT350RC. As with previous production-based Mustangs. Previous production-based Mustang race cars, multimatic engineering, so multimatic was approached by Ford Performance to develop a complete race only racing version of the Shelby GT350R S550 Mustang. The resulting competition derivative, the GT350RC has safety equipment and rollover protection, so roll cage technically homologated to both FIA and IMSA regulations. Regulation specifications, sorry. To both FIA and IMSA specifications. It even had a Bosch MS5 ECU and ABS controller, Motec instrumentation and data logging, adjustable anti-roll bars, multimatic DSSV, spool valve, dampers, and other competition upgrades. Though delayed until the third race of the 2015 CTSCC Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge, the GT350R, the GT350RC was competitive. Right, so it was competitive straight away. Having earned pole position for its debut race, the GT350RC won the next two rounds, and took 3 wins overall. In its debut season. And took 3 wins overall in its debut season. Success continued into 2016 as privateer team C360R finished behind the sole entry of factory supported team Multimatic Motorsports, whatever you want to call it, for a 1-2 finish. So for a 1-2 GT350RC finish in the season opener at Daytona. Thing number 15. So Multimatic Motorsports Shelby GT350C, so GT350RC, driven by both Billy Johnson. Full name was William Ryan Johnson, who's an American pro sports car and stock car racing driver. He's the 2016 IMSA Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge GS champion. He currently competes part-time in the WeatherTech. He currently competes part-time in both the WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, or WTSCC, and FIA WEC World Endurance Championship, driving for Ford Chip Ganassi Racing UK in the number 66 Ford GT. So he was born in from the city of Torrance in the LA metropolitan area located in southwestern LA County, California. So southwestern LA County, California, in the U.S., neighboring Redondo Beach, Rolling Hills Estates, Palos Verdes Estates, and Lomita, all in California. Say the number 15. The number 15, Multimatic Motorsports, Shelby, GT350R, GT350RC, driven by both Billy Johnson and Scott Maxwell. Scott Maxwell. So Scott Maxwell continued on to win both continues on to win 6 out of the 10 races, so 60% of the races, as well as the 2016 team driver and manufacturers championships. For those who don't know who Scott Maxwell is, he was born on January 20th, 1964, age 61, from the capital of Toronto. Of the province of Ontario in Canada. Say Canada. Canada was. Scott Maxwell, he was a Canadian auto racing driver. So a little bit about him. He both competed and won titles in Formula V 1984, Formula Ford 1600 in both 1985 and 6, Canadian National Showroom Stock CNSS 1992 and 3, and Grand Am / Continental Tire Sport Car Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge GS 2002, 2008, and 2016. He also contested the Canadian GM Challenge, Porsche Carrera Cup, and Porsche Carrera Cup and Pro Formula Ford 2000 series from 1986 through 1990. He made a single Indy Lights. Start in 1992. So that's the number 15. Multimatic Motorsports. So the number 15, Multimatic Motorsports. Shelby GT3. So Shelby GT350 RC, driven by both Billy Johnson and Scott Maxwell. So Billy Johnson and Scott Maxwell continues on to win 6 out of the 10 races, as well as the 2016 team driver and manufacturers championships. Next is the 2019 Shelby GT3. So next is the 2019 Shelby GT350. So a little bit more about this. So the GT350 was updated 40 to 29 bespoke Michelin summer tires. So Michelin summer tires. So Michelin is French for Michelin, because Michelin is a French tire company. So the update includes new suspension aerodynamics, and bespoke Michelin summer tires. The updated rear wing um, has an optional gurney flap, helping downforce without adding too much drag. The other the other aerodynamic uh, the other aerodynamics updates out front. The GT350 now gets the grille from the GT350R, which has fewer openings, creating less front-end drag. The GT350 also the GT350 also moved to the 5.2-liter motor block, cylinder head, and valve train from the GT350 to reduce overall costs. So it's overall costs. It's like to reduce the price. So to reduce the overall price. So to make it cheaper. Pretty good. In order to improve both in order to improve both corner grip and braking. So to improve traction, both traction while turning and braking. Ford commissioned a custom set. Ford commissioned Ford 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 commissioned a custom set of Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires that have a model spec tread pattern. Model spec tread pattern. So tread pattern and compound. So model specific tread pattern and compound. So model specific tread pattern and compound. So tread pattern and compound. The tires are 295, 35 front, and so 295 front, and 305 rear. So they are Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 R19 tires. So they are 295 35 front, and 305 rear selections. It's the same as the previous. It's the same as the previous. The same as the previous model. It's the same as the previous model. Both the springs and shocks have been revised. 10% softer in the rear, 10% softer in the rear, 10% firmer in the front. 10% softer in the rear, 10% firmer. So 10% softer in the rear, 10% firmer in the front. 10% softer in the rear, 10% softer in the rear, 10% firmer in the front. The tuning for the McIntyre system ABS, and EPS, so electric power steering system, have also been revised. The GT350 also receives the high tail steering knuckle. The high tail steering knuckle. So the high tail steering knuckle. So the high tail steering knuckle. So the high tail steering knuckle. From the The GT, the 2019 GT350 also gets updated in both the interior and exterior. So interior and exterior. Power adjustable seats with faux suede inserts. Inserts are available along with faux suede inserts on the doors. An optional 12 speaker Bang & an optional 12 speaker Bang & Olufsen play Bang & Olufsen play. Sound systems also available as the tech packs, which also include a bunch of these components such as puddle lights, blind spot monitoring, and cross traffic alert. The GT350s now equipped standard. So the GT350s now equipped the GT350s now the GT350s now equipped standard with both the 8-inch wide. So with both the 8-inch sync 3. So with both the 8-inch sync 3. So with both the 8-inch sync 3 touchscreen infotainment system and dual zone climate control. The new colors were also introduced, both velocity blue, so two different shades of blue, two different types of blue. Velocity blue and mine was very one. So velocity blue and Ford Performance blue. Atmosphere will possibly be Ford Performance blue. Just sounds badass. An exposed carbon fiber dashboards. An exposed carbon fiber dashboards an available option. The 2019 GT350 went on sale in early 2019. That was when I was still in 8th grade. Before September, where I started 9th grade back in high school. Not too bad. Alright, next up is the 2020 Shelby GT350. So the 2020 version of this. So the GT350 only had minor updates for the 2020 model year. These upgrades include updated suspension. So these upgrades include updated suspension tuning, and new colors such as grabber lime, twisted orange, replacing the original orange fury, iconic silver, and rapid red. Again, this time replacing ruby red. The 2020 version also introduced a new option, the Heritage Edition pack, celebrating 55 years of track-focused Mustang fastbacks, which include Wimbledon white over the top racing stripes. So over the top racing stripes. So over the top racing stripes. Along with that, even had so unique guardsman, blue stripes, blue slash stripes. Aren't so they're not available on any other of the GT350s. So not available on other GT350s. Last part, and I'll end it there because I'm getting so tired right now. I'm getting dizzy and sleepy right now. God. Last one is the 2020, another version of the 2020 Shelby GT350, but known as the 2020 Shelby GT350 SE, so signature edition of this car. Alright, so here we go. To commemorate 55 years. So let's finish this part and I'll end it there for a second. So to commemorate 55 years. 55 years. 55 years. To commemorate 55 years since the first Shelby Mustang. Since the first Shelby Mustang from 1965 to 1970. Since the first Shelby Mustang from 1965 to 1970. From 1965 to 1970. Since 1970. Shelby American created. Shelby American created Carroll Shelby. God rest his soul, rest in peace. To commemorate 55 years. 55 years since the first Shelby Mustang from 1965 to 1970. Shelby American created Carroll Shelby signature edition versions of both the 2015 Shelby GT350 and Shelby GT350 and Shelby GT350R. So GT350R. GT350R. So GT350R. Okay, finally all done for now. So for my next Shelby Mustang video will be about another Ford performance. Gen 3 Shelby GT 500. 900. So that's Shelby. But this time the Shelby GT500 from 2020 to 2022. By my most favorite Shelby Mustang. Pretty good. So for my next Shelby Mustang video will be about another Gen 3 Shelby Ford performance. So we'll be about another Ford performance Gen 3 Shelby, but this time the GT500 from 2020 to 2022. Starting off for the first one is the 2020 Shelby GT500. Okay, so that'll be it for tonight. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. hit notification bell, and hit all zealot, and hit all zealot, and hit all zealot of when I make, of when I make, of when I make burn your bloods. Okay, so that'll be it. I gotta go. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe. Stay safe. Have a great evening and have a great day tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So the time is now, what is it? Almost 12 a.m. Oh, 11:56, but 12 a.m. Almost. Okay, so I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe. Have a great evening and have a great day tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys soon. And I'll see you guys soon in the